Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Postecoglou faces tough call on Zinchenko after Forest's Europa League draw. Ange Postecoglou may need to reconsider Oleksandr Zinchenko's place in Nottingham Forest's starting lineup after a shaky performance in their Europa League draw against Real Betis. The former Arsenal defender struggled to contain Betis' attack, notably failing to track Antony for the first goal and misjudging a crucial clearance for the second, allowing the ex-Manchester United winger to pounce and secure a late 2-2 draw. With Forest's summer signings, including Igor Jesus and Douglas Luiz, still finding their feet under Postecoglou, who replaced Nuno Espirito Santo early in the Premier League season, the manager is under pressure to address defensive frailties that have seen late goals cost valuable points. Options await as Forest seek stability. Despite Ola Aina's injury-limiting choices, Postecoglou has alternatives to shore up the backline. Zinchenko's difficult night, particularly against Antony's relentless probing, exposed vulnerabilities, with the Ukrainian caught out of position for Betis opener and failing to react quickly enough for their equaliser. Nicolo Savona, recently confined to the bench, offers a potential solution, while Nico Williams could comfortably slot into left-back. With Forest's ambitious summer transfer window yet to fully gel, Postecoglou may see dropping Zinchenko as a necessary step to turn around their inconsistent start and build a more resilient side for the 2025-26 campaign. Thierry Henry speaks out on Arsenal cruise past Port Vale 2-0, Eze and Trossard seal progression. Arsenal secured a comfortable 2-0 victory over Port Vale last night, advancing to the next round of the Cup with goals from Eberechi Eze and Leandro Trossard. While the match wasn't exactly a spectacle to set pulses racing, it got the job done. Mikel Arteta rang the changes, with 9 alterations to the starting 11, giving fringe players and youngsters like Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri a chance to shine. The Gunners hit the ground running. In the 8th minute, Gabriel Martinelli's ball into the box was cleverly flicked on by Lewis-Skelly, allowing Eze to coolly slot home his first goal for the club. "It's a special day to score my first goal and get the win. Going through to the next round is what matters most," Eze said post-match. The early strike put Arsenal in control, but the game fizzled out for the next half hour, with little to write home about. Despite a bright showing from Ethan Nwaneri in midfield, Arsenal struggled to create clear-cut chances after the opener. Just before the break, Eze had another go, set up by Mikel Merino, but the Port Vale keeper pulled off a cracking save to deny him. The hosts offered next to nothing in attack, leaving the first half a bit of a damp squib. The second half started with a scare when Bukayo Saka took a nasty stud to the top of his foot. Thankfully, it wasn't serious, and he was replaced by Max Daumann on the hour mark. Daumann nearly made an instant impact, threading a superb ball to Victor Gyökeres, whose shot was blocked inside the box. The match trudged on with a few half-hearted corners and little else to note until the final stages. Arsenal legend Thierry Henry, commentating on the game, was full of praise for Eberechi Eze. Eze showed great composure for his first goal. He's got real talent, and this is just the start for him at Arsenal. Players like him can change a game in a moment, Henry remarked. His words highlighted the promise Eze brings to the squad, even in a match that lacked fireworks. The result was put beyond doubt in the 86th minute. William Saliba launched a long ball to Leandro Trossard, who controlled it neatly before rifling a low shot into the bottom corner for a 2-0 lead. It was a clinical finish that wrapped up the tie, ensuring no late drama or penalties. While a 1-0 scoreline had left a sliver of doubt, Arsenal were never truly in danger. Mikel Arteta was pleased with the outcome, stressing the importance of the win. "This game was about your reputation as a club, a team, an individual. We started brilliantly, dominated, scored, and had 3 or 4 more chances we didn't take," he said. He also hailed the clean sheet, Kepa's debut, and Eze's milestone goal, noting the team's solidity despite the extensive changes. "This wasn't a match to get the blood pumping, but it served its purpose." Arsenal avoided injuries, gave valuable minutes to the likes of Lewis-Skelly, Nwaneri, Ben White, Kepa, and Christian Norgård, and kept key players like Saka and Saliba ticking over. With a tough trip to Newcastle looming on Sunday, this was a pragmatic result that kept the squad fresh. The reward for last night's win is a home tie against Brighton in the next round, which promises to be a livelier affair. While some fans might grumble about Arsenal's lack of cutting edge, this was a case of job done, no fuss. If the Gunners falter at St James Park, that's another story, but for now, this was a solid, if unspectacular, step forward. Port Vale 0-2 Arsenal. Gunners secure fourth round spot with professional display. Arsenal secured their place in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup with a composed 2-0 victory over a spirited Port Vale at Vale Park. Goals from new signing Eberechi Eze and substitute Leandro Trossard proved decisive, though the hosts pushed Mikel Arteta's side harder than the scoreline suggests. The Premier League giants showcased their quality, but Vale's resilience ensured this was no walkover. Early breakthrough sets the tone. Arsenal wasted no time asserting their dominance. In the 8th minute, Gabriel Martinelli carved out space on the left flank and whipped a pinpoint cross into the box. The ball fell perfectly for Eze, who calmly slotted home his first goal for the club since his summer move from Crystal Palace. It was a clinical finish, and the early strike hinted at a potentially torrid evening for Darren Moore's side. Vale's resolute response. To their credit, Port Vale refused to crumble. Despite Arsenal controlling possession reaching nearly 80% at times, the League One outfit held firm. Their deep, compact defensive shape frustrated the Gunners, closing gaps between the lines and forcing Arteta's men to play with patience, if not always incision. Clear-cut chances were scarce for Arsenal before the break, with Vale's disciplined defending keeping them in the contest. Hosts grow into the game. The second half saw Port Vale emerge with renewed ambition. A misplaced pass from Arsenal's Christian Mosquera gifted Vale midfielder Reece Walters a golden opportunity, but the visitors scrambled to clear the danger. Moments later, Devante Cole tried his luck from distance, his effort sailing just over the bar and igniting the home crowd. For a fleeting moment, Vale sensed they could pull off something special. Arsenal's control persists. Despite Vale's growing confidence, Arsenal remained in the driving seat. William Saliba marshalled the backline with authority, snuffing out the hosts' sporadic counterattacks. Meanwhile, Eze's intelligent link-up play in midfield kept the Gunners ticking. Yet, as the 1-0 scoreline lingered, Vale's belief grew that they might nick an equaliser. Trossard seals the deal. The tie was settled 4 minutes from time. Saliba launched a precise long ball to the left, where Trossard timed his run to perfection. The Belgian cut inside with composure before firing a low shot past Joe Gauci into the far corner. Vale protested, claiming offside, but with no VAR in operation, the goal stood. The strike deflated the hosts and ensured Arsenal's progression. Brighton await in the next round. With the victory sealed, Arsenal now turn their attention to a fourth-round clash with Brighton. The Gunners will be favourites, but Vale's spirited display serves as a reminder that no tie in this competition is straightforward. For Arteta's side, this was a job well done, even if it lacked the flair of some of their Premier League performances. Standout performers shine. Eze's cool finish and assured display were bright spots for Arsenal, with Arteta later praising the 26-year-old as a player who will give us so much more in the months ahead. Saliba, too, was immense, handling Vale's threats with quiet efficiency. For Port Vale, Reece Walters impressed in midfield with his energy and composure, while goalkeeper Joe Gauci made several sharp interventions to keep the scoreline respectable. A night of pride for Vale. For Arsenal, this was a professional rather than spectacular performance. They dictated the tempo, minimized risks, and relied on moments of individual brilliance to see them through. Port Vale, meanwhile, can take heart from their defensive organisation and commitment. They held their own against one of England's elite for long spells, earning plaudits from their raucous home support. Though defeated, Vale depart with their heads held high, ready to refocus on their League One campaign. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!